supposed to do to you?
First and foremost, I just want to thank y'all for putting this together because this is very important. You know, we used to go to schools all the time and tell them about their rights, and I think it's definitely necessary at this point. So basically, you have certain rights, Fourth Amendment right, Fifth Amendment right. Basically, Fourth Amendment is the right against unlawful searches and seizures. What does that mean? That means you ride with your homeboy, you get pulled over, and the police come up to the window, they knock on the window, and they ask you for your identification. Okay. They have the absolute right to ask you for your identification. You give them your license. At that point, you ask the police officer, am I free to go? If the police officer says, no, you're not free to go, then you exercise your Fifth Amendment right. That's the right to counsel, meaning I want my attorney. Because anything after that is an investigation. He's taking down your statement. He's trying to figure out what he can charge you with, what's going on, and you don't know whether or not he's going to charge you at all. Now, that's the law. Let's talk about actuality. What I really suggest that you guys should do. How many of y'all got cell phones? Should be everybody in here. All right, at the point that the police officer pulls you over, I want you to set that phone somewhere where it's visible and hit record. I want you to ask the police officer directly, why am I being stopped? It's not for his edification, it's for the video, so that the lawyers and the judges can see exactly what's happening. Because in Atlanta and around the country, we have a rash of police brutality, we have a rash of police not being accountable, and the only thing that's holding them accountable is cell phone footage, sometimes. So, again, you press play and you ask the question. You do it in a polite, non-threatening tone, because that's very important. Because the first thing he's going to say is, because of your black skin, you are a threat. I'm a threat, Jock's a threat, Shorty's a threat, everybody's a threat. Okay? So you need to make sure you have video evidence of what's happening. After the point, you cut it on, you ask him whatever he's going to ask, you give him your license. At that point, you have a serious decision to make. And this is a life or death decision here. Okay? Normally, I would tell my clients, don't make any additional statements because it's going to be used against you in a court of law. That has been good advice for the last 15 years. Until police officers started using that against people, saying they're obstructing, saying you're not following my commands, and shooting people. Y'all saw Philando Castile, right? You saw him get killed on live stream. Was he not complying with what the police were saying? He still got killed. So my best advice is this. Comply to the very essence of you surviving so we can litigate in court. I used to tell y'all, be quiet, don't say nothing else. That don't work. So comply. If he asks you to get out the car, again, you record it, ask him, why do I need to get out the car? But please, get out of the car. I saw a video the other day, young man had the window up. He was asking why he was pulled over. The police officer said the car was speeding. He asked him to get out the car. He didn't want to get out of the car. He gave him his license. They broke the window, dragged him out. They doing that, seriously. So I'm gonna ask you, please, get out the car. Again, you don't make any incriminating statements. Look, you got a pound of weed, you got a gun in the car, your homeboy got it, don't say nothing about that. But seriously, you'd be amazed the number of police reports I read. I pulled the guy over, he said I had 4 keys in the trunk. I pulled the dashboard camera, I pulled the cell phone camera and the body-worn camera. There's you pointing to the 4 keys that's in the trunk. What am I supposed to do with that? Can't do anything with that. But anyway, do not incriminate yourself, but make sure you give enough information that he does not go ballistic and start beating you. If he does, I want you to do something else. Have y'all seen the videos where they've been yelling, stop resisting, he's resisting? Do y'all know why they're doing that?
To act like there's something going on.
Exactly. So, if you find yourself in a situation like that, the only thing I want you to say at that point is, I'm not resisting, I'm giving you my hands. We need it all to play back for the judges and the jury so we can make sure we hold officers accountable. But at this point, for all my young brothers, I need y'all to seriously listen to what I'm telling you. How many of y'all paid attention to the last governor's race? 1, 2. Do y'all know what his platform was for criminal justice? Y'all know what a platform is? Okay. He ran on the platform of being aggressive on gangs. Do y'all know what that means? The music groups that y'all are in. All the similar clothes that you like to wear. The homeboys you hang out with and y'all put similar names on social media. All that's considered gang. They are reinventing the criminal industrial complex to deal with gangs, and they labeling young African Americans who enjoy hip hop music as gang members, and they locking them up. Whether it's free bands, whether it's Black Migo, YFan, all of them. And so what I need for y'all to understand is that it's not against the law to hang out with your homeboys. It's not against the law to have a similar name, wear similar colors. But it is against the law to hang out with that one dude that you know like to rob folks, that one dude that you know like to scam folks, that one dude who like to put all his information on social media. Please stop putting the guns and the dope and all the gang stuff on social media, because you basically giving it to law enforcement. You'd be amazed the number of YouTube pages I've watched with rap videos with AK-47s and AR-15s and all kinds of other stuff. And now they saying because you hung out with them, you was part of the young, fresh and cool clique. I don't know what that is. Anyway, why you fan something? And now you're a part of it, just because you are a party to it. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is this. You are a target. I want 4 people to stand up. 4 of y'all stand up. That's more than 4.
Sit down.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my man in the yellow, I want you to sit down. You in prison. My man right here in the blue with the dreads, you sit down. You sit down, you on probation. You back there, you sit down. You are in jail pending trial. The latest statistic, 3 out of 4 African American men between the ages of 17 and 40 will have some contact with the criminal justice system. You can have a seat you actually made. Now, that's not anything to be happy about. Because it's just like Jock said, I'm 41 years old. I'm from Southwest Atlanta. I was supposed to be a statistic. The reason why I'm a criminal defense attorney is because I saw way too many of my friends going to prison. Way too many of them. We have to reclaim our rightful place as black men. It's not cool to go to prison. I've been to almost every single one of them. I've been to Reedsville, I've been to Coastal, I've been to Valdosta, I've been to the Georgia Diagnostic Center in Jackson, I've been to Lee Arundel, I've been to Alto, I've been to Hancock. And every single time I go to prison, it's 3 things that are told to me. First thing, hey man, can you get me out of here? Okay, probably yes. Second thing, hey man, I need you to do me a favor. Call my mom, call my baby mama, tell them I love her. Third thing, hey man, I need you to have a real conversation with my son. Fourth thing, hey man, I need you to go back to these schools and talk to these kids, because they ain't about this life. Now, when I went to Reedsville is near Savannah. Reedsville is in the middle of a cotton field. You know what's in the middle of that cotton field, picking that cotton? Inmates.
20 cents an hour, 2 cents an hour.
There are more brothers incarcerated in state penitentiaries and federal penitentiaries than there were slaves. If you don't understand that this system is built to house and incarcerate you and make profit off of you, you need to wake up. The only reason I'm here is to try to save a few of you before you come see me. I'm trying to work myself out of a job. Because the advice I'm giving you right now is $300 an hour. I go to jails every single day. I'll be at Wright Street later on today talking to a young 18-year-old charged with 3 armed robberies facing 3 life sentences. Okay? All because he robbed somebody with a BB gun for a doggone iPhone. y'all do realize iPhones have tracking devices in them, right? I need y'all to think these things through. But my advice is this. You gotta know your rights. And I've given you 4th Amendment rights, I've given you 5th Amendment rights, but you gotta think as a black man. You gotta have your survival rights. And the survival rights is don't even remotely get involved with this system. Yes. Because there's not a lot of lawyers like me. Many of them, like Jock said, the experience, we're gonna come to the jail cell, here's how it's gonna go. Hey man, I just got your warrant and your police report. They say you robbed 17 people. So you know Judge so-and-so throwing the book at folks, so it's in your best interest to take 20. And then plead you out, move on to the next one, whether that's a paid lawyer or a public defender.